Okay, so I went to a training yesterday afternoon on Nearpod, and I have absolutely fallen in love with Nearpod, and I'm going to show you guys some of the really awesome lessons I've been working on that I plan to use next year in my small groups for kindergarten. So as you see, I've created lessons for all the letters of the alphabet, so there's 26 there. The kids will access these on their iPads at my small group table, or you can even give them the option to access these lessons at home. So when you present a lesson, let's say we want the student to do it at their own pace, and they're going to be answering some things, and I'm going to be, looking at their responses. I'm going to do student paced. And so it's going to give me this code. Okay. So as a student, they're going to go to Nearpod, and there's an app. So, you can do that. And it says, enter code to join a class. So it's a lot easier when you're not trying to use two devices like I am. So we're going to put in our code. And this is going to take me to the lesson as a student. So this is the side that the student would see on their device, and the student can put their name in. So it's going to be working on those skills. And of course, with kindergartners, it's going to take a little while, and they're going to need some help. So even if they just put the first letter of their name or their initials, so it's going to take them to the lesson. So this is my beginning slide that has some pictures. This particular lesson is the letter A, and so then the next slide is going to go to an ABC Mouse video that's on YouTube for the letter A, and it goes through and does different letter or different words that start with A and the sound that A makes. And these videos are about 2 minutes long. I'm not going to make you guys listen to the whole thing. So when they finish with this, they'll go to the next slide. I went too far. Okay, hold on. So on this slide, I have created what is called a Draw It slide on Nearpod. And so what they're going to do is follow the directions, circle all the capital A's you see. So they'll be able to, on their device, circle, and then down here they'll do the lowercase. And then they submit it to me. And I'm going to show you guys what happens, what I see on the teacher side of it once I finish the lesson. So the next slide, it says circle which pictures start with A. So when you're doing it in small group, of course, you would say the name of the pictures in case they're not familiar with what they are. And so olive, apple, octopus, astronaut, ostrich, ant, and then have them circle which ones begin with the letter A. Okay. And then they're gonna send that off. Okay, and then they have a memory test. This is one of the options that you have as an activity in Nearpod. And here they're going to be matching. I've got some pictures, and then I have the capital and lowercase a mixed in here as well. And so they just practice matching those. And then it tells them how many moves that it took for them to complete the puzzle. And so then they have name practice. This is another Draw It slide. So they will practice writing their name, and they send that to you. And now the last one is, it's not available when I student pace it. If it was a live lesson, it would be, and it's a collaborate slide where they can take pictures of things that start with an A, or type in words that start with an A, and they can share that with their other classmates that are at the table. So the lesson is over. And so now we're going to go to what I see as a teacher. So I can go to my menu screen, and I'm going to go to reports, and it's going to show me the lesson. And So I'm going to click on that, and it shows that I had one student that did the lesson and they did it at home. And so we're going to go here, and it shows they answered all their questions correctly. If there was a quiz, which there wasn't, all that would show. Now, I did have some drawouts. So here, I can drop down and I can actually see what the student answered for that slide. And so if you use Seesaw or any other kind of portfolio system, you can actually save these and add them to their digital portfolio. This is a great way to keep up with their progress and see which letters that they're having difficulty identifying, if any. And it's the same thing with the circling of the things that start with A. And then again for how they're writing their name. So it's a really good tool to keep up with and report those things, and you can save them and use them in their digital portfolios. And then if we were doing a live session, then that information would be there. So as a teacher, you can see what they're working on. Now, let's look at that presentation in a live setting just very quickly to see the difference in a live setting or a live session and self-paced. So we're going to go to live session here, and that's going to give a completely different code. So here I'm going to log back into Nearpod, and again, just going to the website and putting in our code, okay? So the code, let me put that in. And so now it's going to take us to the live session. And so again, with, sign in with their names, and then the lesson is live. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to, so this is the presenter part of it that I as a teacher would be doing on my computer, and they would be viewing it on their devices. So, and you can choose to play the videos either on all devices or just on your device. So here, this is what I see on the presenter side, and this is what the student's going to see on their side, and it's the draw it. So again, they're going to circle their letters and push send. Okay, so once that sends on the teacher side of it, it's showing that I'm still awaiting that person's drawing, and now I see it. So I can see immediately and give immediate feedback to that student. And that may be a chance where I need to stop and I need to do some modeling with them. And so then we're going to go ahead and go to the next one, and it's going to be the same thing. So here they're going to do a draw it. And again, if they're needing some modeling, then you're going to see immediately what they did and be able to provide immediate feedback, which is very meaningful for even our youngest learners. And then the memory test, we're going to go ahead and skip that. Write your name, same thing. And then here's the collaborate. So it says add pictures of things that you find that start with A. Okay, so like they could go on here and type in ant. And here's an ant. They can double click on that, save it, post it. Okay, and that's going to post. And so then they can like the post of other people. So the student side of it, they see the ant. And okay, so now you're going to see what the kids would see on their side. And so here they can do the same thing that I just did. And you can teach them how to search the images for whatever letter you're dealing with. Not that a kindergartner is going to look up the word atom, but just in case they do. And they can post it, and it's going to post. You can post them anonymously, which obviously right here it's not showing. On my side, however, I can see who posted it. Which if you're doing it in a small group, you'll know anyway. They can also just, if they know how to type letter A words, so Okay, so it's just a virtual kind of like parking lot for what they're learning. So I have these lessons for all 26 letters of the alphabet. And so I'm pretty excited about getting to use those with my kids next year. So if you're a Nearpod user and you would like this information or you would like these lessons, I would love to share them with you. I just need your email information. So if you want to private message me or even comment on this vlog, and I would love to share that information. If you're not a Nearpod user, I would highly recommend it for any grade level. I was wondering when I started learning about Nearpod how this would be relevant for young learners in pre-K and K, and I have fallen in love with all the different ways that I can use it. They have virtual field trips, just tons and tons of things that you can use to enhance learning for kids. So yeah, definitely give Nearpod a shot. And like I said, if you would like these lessons, feel free to contact me and I'd love to share them with you.